What's going on, guys? Aco here, coming at you with another match review, and this time we've got Go1 versus Wade. And now this is a super interesting matchup for many reasons, but one of the main ones is something that I don't think gets talked about that much, and that is matchup experience. Matchup experience is probably one of the most important factors of any fighting game, and DBFZ is no exception. So let's go ahead and get into this, and I'll bring up that point a little bit later on, because we are starting off quick. There goes the raw tag. So I like that Go1 is already utilizing the French tech. That is the whiffing of an EX move into an assist call. I call that the French tech because they're honestly the first group of players that I notice do that regularly, and I feel like Go1 picked that up from them. Playing some very slow neutral here. Ooh, so that was a good reaction, but the funny thing is Wade kind of messed up his cross up here. He was too close when he crossed up, so this H was not going to hit. But Go1 had the reaction on the H, so he ended up whipping a 2H. That's kind of unfortunate. He's being betrayed by his own reactions. And we are going to corner carry here because that's her specialty. Ooh, that's a very interesting open right there. Go1 probably did not expect him to momentum jump right there. Man, beautiful use of the assist on wake up there. I always say it's good to use or to keep at least one assist for the opponent's wake up, and this is a beautiful example of why. See, he goes in with a safe IAD and uses the assist for backup, and even though Go1 did reflect the IAD, he's still locked in position, so Wade gets to go right back in, forcing the spark. Oh my god, did you see that? If you've been watching these videos, I'm pretty sure you saw that. If you've been watching these with me long enough, I'm pretty sure you saw what just happened. So he took the best position in the game, the post spark empty vanish. This is the best situation in the game because your character is facing the wrong way, and they, in most situations, cannot do anything about this. But Lab Coat has the spin, which is omnidirectional. So even though Go1 has literally the best positioning in the game right now, he does nothing because he's afraid that Wade might spin to win, and Wade is not sure what Go1 is going to do, so this becomes a stalemate until they hit the ground. Crazy. Ooh, so man, a lot of unfortunate things are happening to Go1 here. So right there, he went for a sparking mix-up by doing basically a float off of his normal because, you know, he could jump cancel and spark. And then he goes for the mix-up, and Wade did the walk of shame. He would have gotten hit, but Go1 this time dashed too far forward, so the button did not actually reach. Interesting. And then here comes that pesky Janemba. Sheesh. Missed it. And then, man, that's what makes Janemba A so powerful, is that it is just like, I'll say it, it's the best defensive assist in the game, in my opinion, because it's so disruptive. Like, if you're doing anything, you're hit in most situations. Had to do that to get the knockdown. So crazy, she has her own move to overwrite knockdowns. There's that cross up again. Wade lands it this time. Ooh. So that right there is just unreactable. Nothing you can do about that. Gotta hold that. 100% guess, and then there goes the French special. The French special. Tornado assist call. Jesus, did you see that? The fear now. The fear has been instilled in him that Wade will command grab. He put the command grab fear in him, so now Go1 is standing up, attempting to get out, but Lab Coat has a million lows, so he's going to get opened up by a simple low because of the fear of the grab. Yikes. Here comes the blue man. Blue man is dead, thanks to that invincible assist. And then, of course, I mean, the odds are way in Wade's favor, but this is not impossible because of Lab Coat's comeback potential, due to the fact that she can debuff you and OTG by herself, and of course the command grabs. But Wade has like such a huge lead here that even for her it would be hard. Ooh, we are waking up. So that's pretty funny right there. He tried to fake Goichi out by whiffing a high and then going low. And I kind of feel like Goichi actually reacted to that. It feels like, I mean, this could have been a mash, but given Goichi's track record with reactions, this kind of feels like a reaction to the fake overhead. And if so, wow. So are we going to level 3 here? Yeah, take her out of the corner. Oh, okay. He had forgotten right there. And that is the end of the lab. So first point goes to Wade. So a lot of that first match, that was pretty standard stuff. That was pretty much just, you know, meta versus meta. But here in this match, you know, no spoilers, but here in this match, things shift up a lot. What I want to talk about is more in this match. Wow. So right there, that's a great reaction, but it's also a heavy bait because calling this Vegito A should always have a purpose. And right there, Goichi called it with the purpose of, I'm gonna 2H you. Gonna do some very good damage here. Get the knockdown. Man, that Janemba A, bro, it's so powerful. What was Goichi even doing there? I think he just tried to jump. It caught his jump frames. That is so unfortunate. If you don't know, when you hit up back for a couple of frames, you are not allowed to block. And if something, you know, makes contact with you, you know, even a key blast during that time, you will get hit. Bringing in the Hitman. Ooh. So that was really good. So all of this right here, this is the proper way to face off against Hit. You want to stand as long as you can because Hit's options for opening you up are reactable. All of them except for the overhead. The overhead's the only thing you can't react to. So you need to stand and react to the dangers that are coming towards you. Otherwise, you're done. That was crazy. Like, man, that was a crazy situation. I don't think Goichi expected the super dash from that close. Wow. Wow. So the coverage on that grab there was really good. So he went for the command grab just in case and called the assist to cover himself. Goichi sees that the grab whiffed and tries to punish it and gets hit by the assist. You see what I mean about special move into assist being really powerful? It's so strong. And that is very dead. Janemba's level 1 does so much damage. Man. And by the way, Wade is playing like a monster, by the way. I don't know if I pointed that out yet or if that's come across, but Wade is playing so godlike. So, Vegito things here. So you see, this is where it's starting to come together, what I'm talking about here. So, on Wade's end, the shell that he's fighting is completely normal. Like, this is a shell that you fight every day, you know, the fusions and lab coat. Whereas Goichi, you know, he doesn't have a lot of opportunities to fight against Hit and Janemba, let alone Hit and Janemba on the same team. So there's kind of even though they're both, you know, top level players, there's an imbalance here of matchup experience. Goichi has not fought this version of Janemba at this level very often. He's mostly only been able to fight against these other fusions and stuff like that. And that is why some of his decisions are not as clean, because right there he did not know that you cannot backdash this there. And stuff like that you can only learn by playing against these characters. Stuff like that is hard to figure out in training mode on your own. And wow. Wow. Okay, that sequence was so godlike. So even more proof that matchup knowledge is important. I love this right here. So air 2H, that'll stop literally anything because it's air invincible. Forces you into the assist. Now he gets pressure here. And then this basically, I believe this hit because it was same side. The fact that he's jumping, I think Goichi either tried to walk under or switch his block and he got hit by the Ki Blast again because he's not used to fighting this character. And then that was an amazing that was an amazing conversion, like Jesus. Jesus. And then right there, oh my god, so many things are happening. Right there, he catches the jump frames again. Actually, that was a backdash. Well, I thought that was jump frames, but yeah, he catches the backdash with the tracking Ki Blast. And then another matchup mistake there. Goichi super dashed full screen on Janembro. No, sir. We cannot do that. Damn, you cannot do that, bro. Man, you see, like, matchup experience, it's so important. Because I'm sure Goichi knows that, but it's just in the heat of the moment, in a scramble, he just, you know, it's not in the forefront of his mind. And then look at the defense on Wade, man. Just accepting that he's going to get grabbed, and that's completely fine. Even if he gets grabbed, wow. Mix, mix, mix. See, this is the highest level of Dragon Ball that you can play. This is where, you know, you wait. This is what I always say, wait for your turn. Because you saw how long Wade was blocking. Goichi's turn is over, and now it's Wade's turn because he made him block an assist, and then he turns that into an opening. Boom. Once again, man, those jump frames on Goichi, they keep getting clipped. Smart. Janemba was debuffed, so he switched. Yeah, so right here, you basically cannot spark. When Hit has you in the corner with level 3, he's an auto walking spark bait, so Goichi has to take this offense here. Has to take this. Because look at all these baits. That was a bait right there. Ooh. That was a good challenge, though. That was not a mash, even though it kind of looked like it. That was not a mash. Because right there, like, he blocked the 6M, so it's like, okay, now I have an opportunity. So he's doing 4 LL here. He's holding back and tapping L just in case there's a clash. And because he's tapping, that's why a second L came out. Because he's tapping it. That way, if there was a clash, he would not have lost. They would have kept trading. But in this case, Wade did not double tap 4L, so he ends up getting hit. Nice side switch. We're throwing out of the corner so we can keep the corner. Good decision making here. What's the mix? Ha! That's kind of funny. He did the same thing that Wade tried to do earlier. He did with the high, go low. That's kind of like a revenge setup. But this time it actually hit. And then we got lab coat on lab coat violence. And see right there, see the threat of lab coat is so powerful that Goichi had to spark at the first sign of danger because she's just that dangerous on your block. Once again, respecting the spin, he has to respect it. And then same thing for Wade. So dangerous that you got to do it. Oh. Oh my God. He was probably afraid of the grab again. Six bars, by the way. Boom. And boom. And that is way more than enough. Debt. Damn. Yeah. Wade really was playing like an absolute monster. The highlight of this that I really wanted to talk about is, you know, the matchup difference, because it's just so important to know matchups, because you can clearly see in a lot of situations Goichi's decision making was slightly flawed, and that's literally not a jab against Wade. He's literally playing as well as you can possibly play. It's just more along the lines of, this is why it's important to get as much experience as you can get. Like, this is why it's good for people to play different characters. Like, when you fight any of the blue hairs, you fight them so much that without even thinking about it, you're going to choose what's probably the best option in each situation. But when a character that you've almost never fought against is on the screen, there's going to be a lot of hesitation and you're going to make a lot of mistakes. And that is just the double-edged sword of the community deciding to mostly play the same characters over and over. And hopefully, with more and more players like Wade setting this positive example of picking different characters besides the meta, hopefully this example, you know, catches on and more players start to feel like they can experiment more, they can branch out more, because clearly it works. Clearly, just picking these characters is not always going to be good enough, even at the highest level. But that's going to bring us to the end of this match review. I appreciate you guys listening. Don't forget to hit the like if you enjoyed this. Subscribe so you don't miss the next one, and I will catch you fellas next time. Peace.